Welcome to our YouTube video about Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most iconic figures in basketball history. While his name and achievements may be familiar, many fans and casual viewers alike may not know just how good Shaq was during his prime. In this video, we'll be exploring his skills, accomplishments, and legacy to answer the question, how good was Shaquille O'Neal actually? Join us as we dive into the career of this legendary athlete and celebrate his contributions to the sport of basketball. Skills. It's often said that Shaquille O'Neal was only a great basketball player because of his size, but this is far from the truth. While he was undoubtedly massive at 7'1" and over 300 pounds, Shaq's skills and talents extended far beyond his physical attributes. He had an impressive handle on the ball, could hit jump shots, deliver no-look passes, and make moves in the lane that had nothing to do with brute force. Unfortunately, as Shaq aged and put on more weight, the public seemed to forget just how multifaceted his game was. It wasn't just his size that made him arguably the best passing big man of his era, nor did it give him the impeccable timing to block over 2,700 shots, 7th all-time, or the desire to pull down over 13,000 rebounds, 12th all-time, and it certainly didn't give him the accuracy to score over 28,000 points, 5th all-time. Shaq's success wasn't just due to his size either. He's among the top 5 postseason players of all time, in points, rebounds, and blocks, and has a list of accomplishments that includes 4 NBA championships, 3 finals MVPs, 1 regular season MVP, 3 All-Star Game MVPs, and Olympic and World Championship gold medals. Simply put, Shaq was not just a big man playing basketball. He was a truly gifted basketball player. The halo effect. While Michael Jordan's legacy as the greatest of all time is largely attributed to the media and marketing machine behind his myth, Shaquille O'Neal's impact on basketball and sports culture cannot be denied. Shaq redefined the modern athlete, creating his own brand and business. He dabbled in music, acted in movies and TV shows, owned clothing lines and record labels. Even as he transitioned from superstar with the Magic, Lakers, and Heat to role player with the Cavs and Celtics, Shaq's fame remained. He was arguably the 3rd most recognizable basketball player on the planet, behind Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. As younger generations may lose knowledge of Shaq's impressive game, his celebrity status will ensure that his name is remembered for years to come. Beating the best. Throughout his career, Shaq faced off against the formidable roster of centers, including Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Dikembe Mutombo, Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning, Brad Daugherty, Rick Smits, Arvydas Sabonis, Ben Wallace, and Dwight Howard. This is in stark contrast to other legendary centers like Dwight Howard and Wilt Chamberlain, whose achievements have been somewhat dismissed due to a perceived lack of challenging rivals. Shaq's ability to dominate and emerge victorious against such talented competition cements his place as one of the greatest centers of all time. Changing the game. Shaq's massive impact on the NBA cannot be overstated. He had a hand in shaping the league for the past 2 decades and will continue to do so for years to come. Shaq's presence on the court elevated the play of those around him, helping Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade achieve legendary status. Gary Payton, Glenn Rice, and Mitch Richmond also found championship success with Shaq. Beyond the players, Shaq changed the way games were officiated and defensive game plans were drawn up. He even helped legitimize the Miami Heat franchise. Most notably, Shaq ushered in the era of the Big Three and super teams in the NBA. While his dominance was stopped by the San Antonio Spurs in 2003 and the Detroit Pistons in 2004, those teams paved the way for the star-studded teams we see today. It's clear that Shaq's impact on the NBA will be felt for years to come. Evolution. The NBA has come a long way since the days of Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, and today's players are simply better thanks to modern science, nutrition, training techniques, and coaching. Even players from the relatively recent past, like Moses Malone and Calvin Murphy, wouldn't stand a chance against modern-day teams. Shaq, who has taken the best parts of his predecessors' games and built on them, has benefited from this evolution more than anyone else, making him the best center of all time. While he may have faced some formidable opponents during his career, none of them were able to match Shaq's unique combination of size, strength, speed, and agility. While it's possible that future centers will be even better than Shaq, he'll always be remembered as the player who set the bar for his position.